Welcome to the NanoLumens Visualization Center. I'm here with Rick Cope. Hello, Rick.
Hello, good to have you here.
Rick is the founder and CEO of NanoLumens.
Correct.
You've been in business for 10 years now?
About 10 years now.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the history, because you were when you came on the scene the first time, you sort of astounded everybody with your technology, I think, and your brand from pretty much from day one. So tell us how that all started.
Well, I spent 20 years in the Marine Corps building and developing weapon systems, and then I retired and I've been running technology companies ever since, where you build new capabilities and new displays, everything from fuel cells to electric and hybrid vehicles to batteries and battery chargers. And I saw a need in the marketplace. I saw a third wave. So we had projection, then we had LCD, and I saw that direct view LED, if you could make it into digital wallpaper, because people really wanted then to believe you could put displays on walls, ceilings, floors, curve them around things, and actually create this digital wallpaper. So we acquired technology out of Canada, spent a long time creating the ability to manufacture digital wallpaper, which we now do, and we have 30-some patents on it and have protected it in the courts and won.
And this is all built in America, of course?
All designed, assembled, serviced, and supported in Atlanta, Georgia, at our 2 facilities there with our engineers and our research team. And then we source parts around the world. We always want to use the best at wherever they are. Be able to have them build what we've designed, bring it back to us, assemble it into a display in Atlanta, Georgia, and then ship it out to the customers around the world.
How big a company are you these days?
Not big enough, but we're growing. And so you always want to make sure you can service your customers and grow up, and we're doing it on a regulated basis to make sure that we can grow smartly, find the right people to help us grow, and then get into the right markets where it makes most economic sense for us.
And you've been very supportive of your marketing team. They've been doing some things a little bit different to other people. You've got 2 visualization centers, you've built a terrific brand.
Correct.
Is that part of your management style?
It's part of our desire. The display is kind of like a car. Think if you went to buy a car and there was no showroom, and all you could do was look at it online and then order it and hope you bought the right thing.
Right.
From day one, this is a very visual thing. When you walk in a showroom and you see it, you go like, wow, now I get it. And to be able to sit here with your team of people and decide what pixel pitch you want, what resolution, what shape, what size, what curvature, has been very helpful for us and makes us stand out from everybody else who, as we sometimes say, sell pixels by the pound.
You're pretty big in broadcast. You do a lot of broadcast backdrop stuff. We have one behind us, and you're pretty big in airports. So we see you at most airports around the world.
Correct.
Is there a particular vertical segments that you think you do better in than others, and are there vertical segments that you'd like to do better in?
So we, from the beginning, were always wanted to be careful that we weren't concentrated into one vertical.
Okay.
So we deliberately went after a number of verticals, from sports to retail to gaming to airports to entertainment. And we focused different people on those verticals to make sure that we had a distributed base of business. So if any one sector went up or down, we weren't adversely affected. And then when we found some traction in a vertical, we capitalized on it. So we have an amazing marketing team that takes what we do and magnifies it. And we're able to take that and then share it with other people as to why it makes sense to work with someone who will design what you want to design. So the first thing we do when we sit down with the customers, we say, what were you really trying to achieve? And many times they'll tell you, well, they really wanted to wrap this thing around or build this big display, but they knew all you had is LCD, so they decided they couldn't do it. And we back them up to their original vision. And we say, we can do that. We can, like Intel, make a display that covers the entire ceiling and all 4 walls. We can, like Visa, make one on the floor, up the wall, and across the ceiling. We can really do these things. And then we show them examples of other customers that have done that. And it sparks their imagination. And it enables them to say, I really want to go back to my original vision and make something that's never existed before. And we see that as a mix of art, information, and architecture, which is really what digital wallpaper as we designed it was supposed to be. How do you take all these spaces and all these places and make them engaging and make them immersive and create new places and things that they've never seen before?
Now, you mentioned the patterns that you have, and you actually did the industry a big favor recently by fighting vigorously to protect some of them.
Correct.
That's obviously something which is passionate that you're passionate about. Did you get any help from the government or anybody else?
No. And you shouldn't expect it. And so back when I was in the military, I did a lot of work with the patent office, and I became to understand how it works very well as I helped all the companies I was funding go get IP. And we do this differently. In every company that I've run, we have an in-house patent agent, not a lawyer, but a patent agent who has an engineering degree and then has become a registered patent agent. And the reason we do that is he then spends times going around the company, sitting with me and other people, and taking our creative ideas and capturing them.
Okay.
Because you'll find that people that are really good at thinking up creative ideas really stink at writing them down. It's not the same skill set.
Right.
So Ted, our guy, will capture this stuff, put it together, come back, go out and do research and say, well, this area is already covered, but this area is ripe. We'll then focus on that area and create IP in places where people hadn't thought. Because we're looking 5, 10, and 15 years down the road at what can be.
What excites you for the rest of this year?
The rest of this year, like every year, is be able to take and create things that never existed before. What's fun is we start with a design. Someone has a napkin. And I said, well, gee, couldn't we make Pearson Airport, couldn't we make a giant trillium, the national flower of the province of Ontario? And they said, I don't know, could such a thing be done? And so we started drawing it, and then we drew it some more, and then we designed the leaves, and then we designed the base around the bottom. Then we designed it with a white pedestal that comes up and holds the thing. And then everyone got more excited about it and more excited, and then we turned it into reality. It's now sitting in Pearson, and we've won international awards for what originally was on a napkin, a singly concept.
What's the next big thing for NanoLumens then?
I think it's moving on towards what we've been doing now, but complete integrated solutions. A display is a digital canvas. It's what you do with it that makes it different. It's what you wrap with it, how you interact with it, how interacts with you, how big data and AI and virtual reality all come together in the future. Every science fiction movie you see, all the displays interact with the people and do stuff, that's all going to come. Someone's going to do it, and we think we're in a very unique position with some very unique talent to be the ones that brings that to the customers.
Brilliant. Okay, on that point, Rick, I'll thank you.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Thank you.